Hello, everyone. My name is Lori Jones, and I'm an attorney with Jordan Price in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm here to give you a quick 5-minute talk on your favorite subject this time of year, pools. So let's start with pool rules. Obviously, your pool rules need to be in writing. If you're going to make someone do what you want them to do at the pool, they need to know what that is. I'd recommend they be on your website. If you don't have a website, I'd recommend they be sent to all owners so everyone is on the same page about what is and is not allowed at the pool. If you can, your rules should be posted at the pool. Again, that's just a good reminder for anyone who is there about the behavior that is or is not permitted. Let's talk about content of pool rules. This can get very tricky, basically due to the Fair Housing Act. So, and again, let me just say this is not a Fair Housing Act course, but there's some things that you need to keep in mind. If you have any rule that uses the word minor, that uses the word child or the word children, or that actually specifies an age that says 18 or under, or you have to be X age in order to be here without adult supervision, you need to look carefully at all of those rules. Fair Housing Act is enforced by both local and federal agencies, and anytime there is a reference to age or a distinction based on age, that is a red flag. So some very common rules that can cause problems are adult supervision rules, and specifically something that says if you are 18 years or younger or under 18 years, you have to have adult supervision to be at the pool. It's probably not going to pass muster. One of the reasons is if you have lifeguards, probably a lot of your lifeguards are under 18. Another rule that is a problem is adult swim. We absolutely know that adult swim is not a valid rule, except in specific 55 plus communities. You can have lap swim, you can have a swim that's based on the activity, so that anyone in the pool at that time has to be doing that activity. But you cannot have adult swim time that is restricted based on age. Believe it or not, there are problems with rules that reference children needing to wear swim diapers if they're not potty trained. The issue, there are adults that are incontinent. So basically anyone that doesn't have full control should be wearing some sort of protective layer. Let's talk about pool violations. Now, suspension of community privileges, especially in the summer when the pool is the place to be, can be very effective for enforcing compliance. That's true with respect to pool rules as well as other rules in the community. But what you need to make sure that you're doing is looking at your legal documents. Some of you would have a requirement that you hold a hearing before you can suspend pool privileges. Some of you will not. Some of you may have language that says that the suspension has to be for a certain number of days, and some of you do not. So again, before you start suspending pool privileges, please take a look at your legal documents. Now, one of the violations I want to touch on is this idea of people being at the pool that aren't supposed to be. So maybe you have someone that comes in because your pool is not attended, they're from a neighboring community, they're not supposed to be there. Maybe you have someone that, excuse me, phone ringing. Maybe you have someone that slips in or has a fence, or not a fence, a gate held open and just comes on in. Maybe it's a situation where one of your residents brings in more guests than they should have. Where I see this most is with teenagers. I'm here to tell you that the best thing you can do is have a protocol set up for dealing with people who may be in the pool when they're not supposed to be. That protocol is not to have your owners regulate. There's nothing good that comes from an owner approaching someone else to say, who are you? Why are you here? Where do you live? That should be handled by the property manager. It should be handled by the board. In some cases, it could be handled by a lifeguard or a pool attendant. But if you have a pool attendant, hopefully you're not having those problems. Again, do not have your owners think that it is their job to police use of the pool. So that has been your 5 minutes on pools. I hope it's been helpful and hope you enjoy your pool season.